Hello, welcome to a short tutorial about Dooglamoo Cities Mod. This is just going to be a short tutorial, so that means it's going to be showing the quickest, easiest, and fastest way to get started with this mod. So I am in creative mode, and we're basically just going to be designing, laying out, and building a city. We don't have to worry too much about resources. We're going to be using the cheater block. And what I've done is I've already scouted out a place where I thought it'd be a nice place to build a city. I am using large biomes, and I found this plains here, and it has a nice little river running through it. It has interesting mountain backdrop over here on this side. And the only thing I've done so far is kind of scout out where I might want some of the major roads to start with. Of course, later on it can be kind of filled in organically, but it's good to have something to start with as a plan. So I've laid out some cobblestone blocks here that just forms kind of a path. Since this river is probably going to be running right through the middle of it, in other words, there's going to be a major part of the city over here and over here. I want a main bridge that goes across, so probably right about here. And I figured out what levels I want everything at. Kind of the flatter the better, but also you don't want your city maybe completely all at the same level, because if you make different levels it can add visual interest. But the majority, you probably want a good amount of it to be on the same level, unless you want get adventurous and want to build a city in extreme hills or something. Then you'll have a lot of elevation changes, and that'd be pretty cool, but kind of not right for this tutorial. So I'm gonna have a bridge going across here, and then this main road will kind of just go on. This will get cleared out, and this side will be down at this level, which is kind of near the water level. I think it's elevation about 63. It'll rise up right about here to form the bridge to go over. And then this side of the city will be at a different level. It'll mostly all be at this level, which I think is about, I think it's 71. And again, it can vary wherever, like maybe over here it might dip down some, but the majority of the side will be at this level. And I just have this road running back here a ways. It's probably just going to run straight back here up against this mountain. I don't know exactly how this will work when it gets back here. Maybe a tunnel, or maybe it'll end up being going just along the side of it. I'm not sure yet. We'll see, but that'll kind of be the main road right there. And then there'll be roads, of course, coming off the sides of these. Like right about here. Maybe there'll be one coming off. And then there'll be one coming off back there. That'll make kind of a square here. And that'll be kind of a city block. And same with this side of the river. We'll have a road that comes off of it this way over to here, and kind of comes around and makes a square on this side. And those will be our first city blocks. We'll probably have quite a few squares maybe around, but then as it gets out near the edges, the roads can then kind of be more organic and just zigzag here and there. Don't need to form a grid. But for the main city center, it's nice to have a grid, because that's usually how cities are laid out. So to actually get started then, here's what we need to do. We need to get the cheater block. And since we're going to start out with just building these roads, we're going to get the materials that roads will take. They take a lot of cobblestone and a lot of stone brick. And then as options, we're going to need to tell it what lighting to use. I usually like glowstone. I think I'm going to use sea lanterns though for this one. And the lamp posts will be made of a wood, and I'm thinking maybe birch. And the main configuration block for the roads is what kind of sidewalk, and you can choose any kind of stone, even prismarine. I'm not going to choose prismarine for this one. I usually don't like that too much for sidewalks. I'll use it for other things on buildings, but for sidewalks, the best are usually this polished andesite or even polished diorite and sometimes granite. You can even use just regular stone if you wanted to. I think I'm going to go with polished andesite for this one. So now what I will do is just pick some random spots here to come up a little bit out of the way. Go down some of these and put in what we need. We need a bunch of this and a bunch of this. We only need probably one of this, maybe one of this, and a few of these. Now, these have a range of about 80 blocks, I think, so you don't need to put them too close together. So maybe I'll come over here on this side, put another one maybe about over here. Let's see if that works. You can always be moved if they're not working out for you. And for this main city center, I'm going to make the sidewalks and the lighting consistent. As we get more near into different districts, maybe we have an industrial district or something, we can change what kind of lighting it uses or what kind of sidewalk it uses. But for now, for this center part, we'll just keep it the same. And that's actually enough to get started with. When I start making the roads off to the sides, I might put another block, a cheater block over there, but this will be good enough. So the next thing we want to do is get the road block. And start putting this down where we want it. So we know we want it at this level. How the roads work is they will just align in the direction that you're facing when you place it. So just stand at the level you want to be on when you make the road, and put your road down, and tell it that you want to be using that as a sidewalk, and it'll pull everything else. I'm actually gonna go ahead and give it some of this though, because later when we start making the buildings, those might have different different wood blocks and different lighting, and I don't want the road to be pulling from those, so I'll just do it that way. And maybe I'll get one started on this side. Maybe I'll get a little bit more of this material. Okay, so while these get ready to start building, don't worry about, at first you don't have to worry about where you're going to have intersections. You don't even have to have those in your plan. I'm just going to make this road go straight all the way through here, and then where I decide I do want the intersections, I kind of have an idea, but I don't know exactly. I think I'm going to want to have one probably somewhere around here to go that way, but I don't know exactly yet. So I'm just going to make the road, and then the roads could be converted to intersections very easily. So once this road is going through here, I'll just plop down an intersection on the existing road and it will just convert it without any problem. So that makes things kind of easy. You don't have to worry about getting that exactly right. And the roads too, if you actually misplace a road, if you put it, like let's say I didn't want this one at this level, later I decided it needed to be more at the one, like the one over there, I could just put another road and it will usually demolish the road that's already there, or cover it up. So it usually works out. So I'll start going back this way, but I kind of want to see where these first roads are going to start. Okay, so we have roads started, so we can kind of see where they're. Okay, it looks like I may have. No, okay, that's going to work out. Thought maybe I had these misaligned at first, but here's the sidewalk, and here's where the sidewalk is. Okay, that actually works out pretty perfectly because I didn't, because this actually comes down right there, so I didn't know it was going to line up there, but that's good. All right. So the bridge part then will actually be, it looks like, gosh, that's a lot, at least 1, 2, maybe 3 sections of bridge. Actually, well, this section here will kind of be road, but it will have some pillars. Alright, so now that I see where these are going, I can lay out some more. So I'll just come back here. And to get to line up, you want to be at the level of the sidewalks. So that would actually be this level right here. So I'll just put another road here. Tell it what to use. See, I'm only putting one of these in there because it'll pull this from the cheater blocks. I'll just give it half of that. Again, I don't even have to put these in here. It will pull it from the cheater blocks if it can't find it. But like I said, just to be safe, later on when we start putting buildings down, I don't want it pulling the wrong materials. So now on this side, I'm going to have to decide where it's going to drop. And it looks like it's going to be, I guess, the next one here. And then I got to decide, do I want this to be a big drop? Now, when you change elevations, the best idea is to go by multiples of 4. So this one happens to be a larger drop, and I think this is a drop of 8. So I have to decide if I want to drop once, have a flat, and then drop again, or if I'm just going to drop the full 8 all in one. I think I'm going to do it in sections. So I'll probably come over here and I'll put one in between, and then over here farther I'll put one all the way down, and then again this will get cleared out. So, and I won't have to clear most of this manually. Actually, the roads and buildings will clear a lot of this. I'll have to do a little bit manually, but not the whole thing. Since I know I'm going to have roads at this level, I might as well just go ahead and put one down here. Hopefully it's within range. Alright, that's the basic idea of getting your road started. I'm going to try to keep these as short episodes, maybe 15 minutes, so I'm almost running out of time now. So off camera I'll put the intermediate road in here and then get this started tunneling through here. Who knows, I might even leave this as a tunnel and not clear the whole thing. I'm not sure yet. Depends on how it lays out with the rest of the city and where my other roads are. So next episode, I think well, off camera, I'll go ahead and do more of these roads. I just wanted to show you how to get them started. So I'll do some more of these roads, and next episode I'll show you how to get some intersections going, and then if we have enough roads laid down and kind of see our pattern, we might get our first building laid down. Actually, I think since I know I do want this down here, I'm going to go ahead and put a road right up against here. I don't know how far it's going to stick out, but might as well get one started here. Oops. See, it's already starting to make its materials to build the road. And I was pulling those from the cheater blocks. So these cheater blocks are pretty self-explanatory. They just, whatever you put in them, they just keep it filled up to a full stack every time it has its update. All right, so it'll do most of the work for you. Every once in a while, you'll have to go and fix some things. Right there, I'll fill in things like that by hand. But other than that, it should do pretty much the whole thing. Also, next time we'll go ahead and get this bridge started. Actually, why not get one more section started here? So for the bridge, the easiest thing to do would be kind of go like that, because that's at the level of the sidewalk, and then put my thing down. Now, actually, I think I think actually I will go ahead and give it different materials for the bridge section. So maybe I'll go ahead and just I'll wait and do that during the next episode. So until next time.